Sorry, I'm
Okay,
doing
yeah, yeah,
background work. Give
yeah,
me a
yeah.
second.
Yeah, by the way, talking about the ink runner, uh, one of my co-streamers called this card a popsicle, like a fair popsicle, because when you play ink runner, you draw a card, but it costs two, and like it's an interesting item, really.
There we go.
So Zen starts with Basil. I think it's quite a common start for the blue purple deck. And yeah, I'm just thinking about this matchup. Is it favorable? And is it like more 50-50?
Okay, sorry
Mm,
about that. Now I think I've got it all organized. Hopefully, everyone can see every card perfectly well. Yes, in regards to the matchup, so having played this at
so
locals, there
for
are
Hades.
times the red purple can go just too quick for the blurple to catch up, and by the time the blurple stabilizes, they're already so far ahead on lore. There's not much you can do. If the
But
blurple,
Blurple
go
to
ahead.
play here, so it kind of changes, I think, the things. Hmm.
Sorry,
You
cover
have
for me.
Hades. You have Hades to get rid of Demonas. Talking about genies, I think Ink Runner is very useful in this matchup,
Yeah,
but I guess that Zan only runs one copy of this card, so it probably might be difficult to find it. Hmm. Just looking at the cards, I'm willing to say if somebody is slightly favored in this matchup or not. Hmm.
there we go. Sorry, I'm just extending the fixing that just
Who's
a little bit.
who's more control here? I think Blurple is a more control deck
Absolutely. In
in this
theory, if this goes long
thing.
enough, like
Yeah.
it should favor Blurple, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
Blurple is the late game deck. So in theory, if it goes long enough, Blurple is going to have the high end power with cards like the 7-drop Hades, as well as Elsa for running it.
Yeah.
Although I don't think we have that card. As we actually get rid of our one of Ink Runner and we jam out the Demona, a great challenger.
Yeah. Only two Ursulas for Aiden, and but four Dumbers, four Sharks. I think there are lots of threats in Aiden's deck here, so it might be difficult for Zan to get rid of all these threats.
Yeah, especially these like I appreciate him going in on the Demona there because some of these bodies get pretty strong. A what's it called? Diablo there, the Basil can't take that out on its own. So you need a card like the Demona to be able
Nope.
to go in and whack it.
Yeah, just the case is that red red purple has so many threats. I mean, you can't remove them all. You have the cat, and you don't want the cat on the board. You have Genie that quests for two. You have Demona, a 5/6 body. Yeah, and you also have four sharks. Yeah, I would say that red purple is favored in this matchup, I think.
Well, not this turn, because Elsa's going to come down. We'll exert this Cheshire Cat, and with the support power from Basil, we can pump the Elsa up to 4. Elsa could take out Diablo. Elsa could take out anything on this board, as can Demona. So I assume we're going to get rid of both the Cheshire Cat as well as Diablo. Both characters will take 3 damage, so there's not really a way to avoid that.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, yeah, there is the object. I mean, to draw two cards. Yeah. Zen is not running out of cards, but he will probably lose a bit of tempo while trying to draw. I don't know.
I think he's in a decent
So,
spot. He's got the genie for
yeah.
1 plus the book. That's essentially 2. So you basically have 3 cards in hand. The Palace Guard will get to punish the Basil here, but again, this Palace Guard can just get eaten up by either the Elsa or the Demona. We have our own Hades to go into just in case our opponent wants to give us a little more card draw. The genie's obviously the guarantee, but you could take a chance on the Hades, see if your opponent's willing to give up their genie.
Yeah, yeah, true. True, true.
If you were Aiden here, so let's see. 4 ink. You have an
Yeah,
ink. Or no,
Hades
he
is
played the
also.
genie. I guess that's his whole turn.
Yeah, Hades is always such a big question for me. I mean, whether you let draw or whether you keep your board.
Yeah.
Ah, I think yeah, I would probably keep my board with Hades, but maybe it's the wrong decision. I don't know.
Well, now that he drew to the second Hades, the one that guarantees we'll get something off the board, we're
I
going to go ahead and ink
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
put out the guidebook. I think that's all the ink we've used for this turn, so next turn we can use it to draw
Mhm.
2 cards or go in on the big blue Hades. As Demona will clean up the Palace card.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it really helps, not even for Zan to be on the play, but also the fact that Aiden is not on the play. I
Yes.
mean, when you're playing a control deck, it's not that you really want to be to go first. It's like you don't want to your tempo opponent to go first.
Yeah, even if you don't get a 1-drop out, you want that extra turn to get ahead on ramp to play your fight. Play in
Yeah, to
these
play
purple
your
mirrors, right?
Elsa
You want to
too
play
and
your
stuff.
Elsa before they can. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like the thing of all purple matchups, I think, that you really want to play your Elsa first because this card is just like so important.
yeah,
It's the key card in the match in many purple matches. So yeah,
Aiden has a few
it's like
choices
the
here.
battle.
Yeah, I would say Aiden can play his own Elsa, so he could exert Elsa or
Hmm.
Genie, and then your Elsa could take out the Elsa, or you could combine both to take out the Genie. You could also play Horseman. He'll immediately get rid of either of those cards. Looks like we are going to go in on the Elsa first.
Yeah, and by the way, Zan is also playing 4 cats. It means that, like in theory, he can draw the cats and move the damage. So maybe Aiden also needs to take this into account. I mean, you don't really want to keep the damaged characters on the board, probably.
Yeah, ideally, but he's got to hope he draw, or
Mm,
Zan would have to draw into it. Well, it does draw ink for this Basil,
yeah.
so we could
Yeah. So,
ink Basil, play
uh,
Hades, probably take out the Genie, I would imagine.
do we have 7 inks for Zan here?
If he inks the Basil, he'll have enough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He won't be able to pop the guidebook this turn. Yeah, his other choice, if he doesn't want to use the Hades, he could spend 1, use the guidebook, draw 2, see what that gets him, and then go from there.
Yeah. I think he's forced into doing this. I mean, it's probably like yeah, he can draw. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go in on the Hades. I'm going to guess other Genie will be our target. He could pick
Yeah.
the Elsa, but that'd be kind of surprising since the Genie has more lore on board.
Yeah,
8,
I think Genie is a better pick here.
we'll quest for 3. That
Mm.
puts us up to 4 lore. 7 ink, 4 lore on Zan's side. I'll pass it back to Aiden. Aiden now has 6 ink and 6 lore. As he draws that Cheshire Cat you mentioned right off the top.
Yeah, yeah, but they both have the cat. They both have the cat. So yeah, you can actually play the cat, but I'm not sure it's the best play here.
Yeah, you
What else
could
can you
move.
do?
You could
You
move.
can just,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
the horseman.
I would say you
Just play the
could move
horseman.
that 2 damage from your Elsa. That would require essentially 5 ink. So it'd be it'd be your whole turn. Your other
Yeah.
option is, as you just pointed out, play the Horseman, maybe pop the Genie, and then you could even send the Elsa into the Demona if you really want to. Although that Demona can't challenge evasive characters, so maybe you want to keep the Elsa
Mm.
around. You could even do Demona, but I don't think you want to give Zan 3 cards for
No,
free.
no, you really don't want to play Demona here. I think the choice is between the cat and the horseman. Yeah, so he chose the horseman. Yeah, probably. It's probably that's the play. Is he inking his cat?
Yep, it'll let
Okay.
him play out the Diablo this turn, which gets another
Yeah.
2 lore on the board, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And we decide we do want to quest with the Elsa. The advantage of keeping the Elsa around is, again, Zan, his only way to challenge evasives was that Ink Runner, which he's already put into the Inkwell. So Zan will have to draw either his own evasives or some sort of spot removal to answer a card like Elsa or Genie.
I think Aiden is aware of the fact that he's not the control player here, that he is like the aggro here, and probably that's why he wants to go faster, because if the game lasts for too long, as you said before, like Zan will be getting more and more favored in the matchup.
Absolutely.
I mean, there are 3 more Hadeses left in the deck, and yeah. Okay, so
Pop the guidebook. We get in
I
a
draw
lot of card draw. We have a second card guidebook. We have a Dumbo, which we don't have an
we
evasive to
can
use this
get rid of
turn.
the Elsa now if we want to.
Yeah, we have a lot
With
of
Into the
options.
Unknown, yeah.
Let's see. He's got 6 ink
Hmm.
left. I kind of like playing the Dumbo with the guidebook. I don't think you need to necessarily get rid of the Elsa. Like, it's
But
just one
even if you
lower.
even if you wanted, you can sing. I don't know.
Yeah, if you wanted to. You could also just quest with both of your cards. Like, Aiden would then be forced to kind of challenge into you. So, no, he is going to value. He wants to get rid of that Elsa.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
I
ever heard
think
Demona sing
he
in the
doesn't
show,
like that
Queen.
also.
But now she's singing Into the Unknown. I wonder what that sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah.
Dumbo Guidebook.
Here.
And we're ready. If our opponent hits this Demona next turn, we also have an empty hand. So it's like, hey, I'll draw 3 off that as well. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Huh.
Aiden draws Dumbo. So if he wants to go fully in, he can ink the Dumbo. He'll have 8 ink,
Play Demona,
play
yeah.
Demona. It does give both players.
I don't know if it's the best play. Maybe you just want to play Dumbo and wait with your Demona. I don't know. Here, I don't really play red purple a lot. I used to do it a lot before the rotation, but no.
I think that you do go in on the
Yeah.
Demona. As much as I love the Dumbo, the risky part is because Zan has his own Dumbo and the guidebook. Like, he's going to get cards next turn anyway. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
And did he get some cards? Hades, Demona,
Yeah.
Elsa.
Oh my
4
God.
big beaters.
Oh my God. Probably Dumbo was better. Yeah.
But like I said, we
Okay,
could have drawn into
so
those anyway by using the Dumbo trigger
11.
and using the guidebook. So
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for Aiden
now
here, I think,
the one
because of
nice thing,
all
Queen,
this.
about this though, by doing that, he actually froze the Demona that was on the field because now
Yeah.
that you forced 3 cards into his hand, so now it doesn't ready thanks to Stone by Day.
I think it was a good play. I mean, like, if we calculate all the stuff, we can't play against the Hades all the time because eventually Zan will draw his Hadeses, like, anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think, yeah.
Zan was going to top deck that Hades or get into it, wigging off the Dumbo or the other one. So at least that, because if Aiden had just played Dumbo that turn, he couldn't have done anything else that turn, like unless he wanted to ink the Demona. So yeah, I think as much as it feels bad to give Zan a bunch of cards, I think that's what you had to do.
Yeah, I think it was like necessary. And yeah, you also want to continue flooding the board because you need the board, you need to go faster.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to go faster, you need your own cards, and Demona gives you 3. It's true that Dumbo was kind of slow. So yeah, even considering the fact that we have this Hades, the Elsa and Demona, yeah, they would have been here either way.
Yeah. Zan has a lot of options. He could exert this Demona, try to challenge into it. He could technically wipe the board if you're willing to give up the Dumbo. Send Dumbo and Hades into Horseman and Diablo, drop the next Hades to take out Demona. So you'd lose your Dumbo, but you would keep Hades, Demona, Hades.
Yeah, Zan can completely clear the board, I think, here.
Instead, he's going to break records and make history with Dumbo. As we use Dumbo's ability, we exert, pay 1 ink. We get to draw a card and gain 1 lore. As we get a nice develop your brain off the top.
Yeah. I think he's still probably gonna ink Demona. I mean, with his Hades. Because you don't want your opponent to advance to 13. I don't know. Maybe it's not actually dangerous. Maybe you can even keep Demona because, like, you don't care.
Well, and so here's the nice part. If you use the Elsa right, the Demona is now also frozen. You've just turned her to
stone. That's what I thought about too, because it's true that Aiden has 3 cards and he's gonna have 4. So we don't really care about this Demona.
Also, we'll finish off the Horseman as Hades runs into the Diablo. Do you remember, Queen, does the Horseman's effect trigger on your opponent's turn as well, or is it only during your turn when you banish?
We'll check it.
If you don't mind,
it is only on your turn, but I'll check.
Because it technically would affect the damage the Hades receives if it does, but I believe it's only your turn.
No, I think it's your turn, or maybe it's like, yeah, I think it's your turn.
The chat saying only your turn. Thank you, Rules of Villainy.
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah.
Yep, so Hades will have
I
3.
should be more confident because normally I knew that, but I always want to double check everything.
And this is the part where Aiden is definitely going to fall behind. Zan has what, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, the
4, 5,
board is
6 lore on board. We have no character that like immediately affects the board. You could play Genie. You could play Demona to force him to draw a card to freeze that Demona again, but I don't think that's worth it.
no, I don't think it's worth it.
You have a lot of ink though, so
Yeah,
like
it's really tough.
you could establish Hercules and Genie. We actually do go in on the Demona. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Aiden won't draw any cards off of this, so legitimately what we're doing that to freeze the opposing
Just
Demona.
just to freeze the opposing Demona and to create some board probably. Okay, are we inking the Dumbo here? Yeah, I guess he will be playing Genie.
Although what we could have done,
yeah, it's not Genie.
the Tipo technically gets
Hercules?
exerted too, but
Okay.
we're passing. We have nothing to challenge with. What we could have done too is if we had inked first the Dumbo and then played the Demona, we actually would have drawn a card off of it. So we did kind of missequence that. And actually, if we had played Hercules, so we ink, play Hercules, then play Demona, we'll draw 2 cards off of that.
Maybe, wait, I'm just thinking if there is a way that he was playing around his own Demona, because if he has too many cards, I don't know, but it's true that the exhausted Demona will probably be destroyed anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think...
I mean, if you draw with Demona, you have 3 cards the next turn.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. This way it will ready. Yeah, he'll get it back as an attacker, assuming that Zan doesn't like fill up his hands with his own Demona, which he could do. I
don't know, yeah. I don't know if it was like playing around Demona or if it was just like he missed the draw.
Bringing out the Cheshire Cat. This will allow us to move 2 damage, which on its own doesn't...
The cat is horrible. By the way, do you know the ruling with Hercules? I mean, he doesn't take damage and does it...
I believe it says he can't be dealt damage, right? Because if he can't be dealt damage, then the cat can still move cards onto him. But if it says he just cannot like receive a damage counter, then the cat wouldn't work. But I think it just says he can't be dealt damage. But I need to read the card to be 100% sure.
Yeah, I was told that we what? That's right, says Ellie.
Oh, Ellie's in the chat. Excellent, thank you, Ellie. I was gonna pull it up here on my
Somebody
phone,
told me that it works with Hercules actually.
Yeah,
I mean, if you move damage, it is not like dealing damage; it's moving damage. So it's
correct.
Different.
Same with like resist. For whatever reason, they have decided that moving a damage counter or placing a damage counter is a different effect than dealing damage. So it does get around things like resist, like any kind of non-damaging effects like this. Same with like the new Rapunzel. She has that support mechanic where she can protect something, but moving damage gets around that.
Yeah, moving damage is not dealing damage. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Zan does get rid of the Hercules, which did he move damage onto it and then challenged it, it looks like? I don't know if he even moved damage with the... He doesn't need to, he can just challenge it with the...
I think he just challenged because it was like, he was exerted, Hercules was exerted.
I think, or the Tipo gone. I think what he did was he moved 2 damage, I think, and then he challenged with the Tipo, which would have been enough to
take.
Big old bad Hercules, and little Tipo just comes up and like kicks him in the shin, and he and he like stumbles off a cliff.
Yeah. In Lorcana we have so many different like impossible challenges, let's say so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and these frozen Demonas. I mean, Shark's a good card, but I don't know if we really even have any actions to get back at this point. And our opponent has what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on board.
11 is just not enough. I don't know. Considering that we cannot ready the Demonas.
You could, let's see, we've spent 4 on the Genie. You could do like another Genie in Diablo or Genie Diablo. You could do Diablo Lumiere. You could go on the Shark.
Genie will make you draw.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So if he's trying to get lower than the hand size limit, I don't think he's inked this turn. So he could do Genie. Then he could still ink Shark, play Lumiere, and he'd be under the hand size limit. And actually,
Okay, we
okay,
have the
yeah. So
Diablo.
now we can do double Diablo. There we go.
Yeah, yeah, double Diablo.
7,
Yeah,
8,
like
9,
this, we only
10.
have one card left
We
in
have
our
11
hand.
on board, so Zan will be forced to answer some of this, assuming these
Yeah.
Demonas are able to ready. Obviously, we know he has plenty of answers in hand in the Hades, and honestly, we're going to get into the Demona Wars, Queen. We could just drop this Demona, force him to draw up to 3 again. Is it mandatory or is it optional? I think it's
Yeah,
mandatory,
you
isn't
just
it?
freeze. Yeah, you just freeze Aiden because 1 moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, he will be at 19 if we do this. And yeah, we can also trade something if we want to.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably just Hades is. No, I don't know if it's
I
better.
kind of like the
Just
Demona
more.
play just because it
Yeah,
knocks off
it's
4
fun.
lore.
It's fun. It's fun.
He can go +7, so he'd go up to 18, but then it's
But
presumably you
imagine
quest
he
out and put
plays
him
as, I don't
on.
know, a rose or something like this.
Yeah.
It's not common at all. I mean, it's played in some purple steel deck lists, but I don't think that is very common for red purple, but still, we never know.
Mm-hmm.
We see Hercules. I can't say that he's super common. Yeah.
You could also play Elsa, exert a genie, use the
Yeah.
combination of Elsa and the cat to take out one genie. Obviously, Hades can take out any target he wants.
Yeah. Probably is the best play. But Demona is the fun play.
I think Demona's funny, and it's again, it's not bad. You take 4 lore off his board. You say, okay, you have to respond to what I have now. Like,
Yeah, you can trade
I think we're
Diablo,
going in
so
on it, or are we
it's
gonna ink
pretty
it?
much fun.
Come on, Zan, play the
Come
Demona.
on, let's go. Let's go.
Too many gargoyles in this matchups. Bum 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 bum.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Style points.
Oh, and in case you forgot, it has the casual side effect of, exerting your entire board. No big deal. What a card, man. What a card. So now if he wanted to challenge, like he could just quest, but if he wanted to, you can pick off both Diablos, you can do some manipulation to hit the Demonas. Like you have a lot of choices here.
Yeah, I think Demona is a bit probably underestimated still, at least in our European market. I don't know how much does she cost on TCG Player.
Yeah, last time I checked around here, she was like $20-ish. I don't know if that's what she's still at, but so the cat will go in, pick off Diablo. Presumably, we're gonna shift this damage either onto one of the genies for Dumbo to go into, or just the other Diablo. You could even shift it to one of the Demonas and have your own Demona pick it off.
Yeah. So how many Demonas have we seen during this match?
Quite a few.
In total?
The answer
1,
is
2,
yes. All the
3,
Demonas.
4, 5, 6, something like 8. I don't know. Do we have any Demonas in any discard piles?
I don't think one has left the field yet. We may have some that have been inked.
Yeah, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting the one in Zan's hand. Yeah, that's a lot already.
Looks like we're going to do the Dumbo trigger. Making history. We'll get a lore, draw a card. Or no, we're challenging, actually. So we challenged a genie. Absolutely can use the cat manipulation here to finish it off, which I'm assuming we'll do. I can't picture why we would have challenged Genie to then not do anything about it.
Hello, Dutch Lumineers. Yes, it's the very first game of this best of 3.
Welcome. Yeah, welcome for those watching in chat. I am Rudrose. I'm joined by Queen TCG. Forgive me, I've been under the weather lately, so if I sound a little hoarse or you hear me choking on a cough drop in the background, I apologize, but doing the best we can.
Everything is fine, I think.
And we have Aiden on the right and Zan on the left. Sorry, Queen, didn't mean to cut you off there.
No problem. I just wanted to say that you sound good. I think everything's fine.
So we do that little Cheshire Cat mischievous boost. We'll go ahead and move 2 damage from, I believe it was himself, over to the Genie. And I think we're going to quest out now. Go to 14. This will leave us with 6, 7, 8, 9 on board, lore-wise. And I don't know how Aiden can possibly get out of this with 2 of his Demonas going to remain frozen this turn.
Yeah. the board, the Demonas. Oh my god, it's like the classic purple matchup.
Yeah. Where's B prep when you need it? You know, red purple
Yeah.
of old would be like, all right, you're fishing for that B prep. You have next stop Olympus with the shark, which is a cool combo, but obviously the shark can't attack this turn, and the genie doesn't have enough power to keep going in.
I think the problem is also that Zan is at 14 now, and you kind of need to control Zan because otherwise we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's lethal, I think.
You can
I
do.
mean, I don't count the Demonas that
Well,
are
you can do
exerted.
Olympus to ready the Demonas, right? I think you can. So you play Olympus, you'll gain a lure from the shark, you'll ready the Demona.
Yeah.
Now she can challenge in. I don't believe she can quest, which wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I think she can only challenge.
Yep.
Yeah,
Do second one, ready the second one, get another lure from the shark. 1, 2. Yeah, even if they could quest, I don't think he'd be quite there. Yeah, and we're checking it. So he gets to cast it for free. Yeah. So we're reading this card.
I think it's lethal if you can quest. That's the point.
Yeah, if you could, but let's see.
Can you?
Because we should be at 13 off those 2 lures. Or did he already gain the lure?
Yeah, 13 plus 4 plus 2 plus... Yeah, it's lethal if you...
If you could, but you can't, I know you can't quest. He can challenge, and he will get a lure from the challenging.
Yeah.
So we should go all the way up to 15.
1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, I think it's 15.
There we go. Okay, now it's updated. Because we just played... Was the Diablo? Did we just play Diablo this turn? Or was Diablo from last turn?
I think probably he's from the last turn.
If he's from last turn, Genie would be 14, 15, Diablo 16, 17, 18 from the 2 challenges. I mean, you'd be darn close. And Zan would be forced to respond to what you do. I mean, those Olympuses coming in clutch. I thought Aiden was toast, but it's looking he might be able to do something here.
Yeah, that's like, you're right. But yeah, the problem is that the shark will probably get inked.
Yeah, we know the shark. There's no way the shark's sticking around if Zan doesn't want him to. So Genie goes in and challenges the Dumbo. The Demonas can finish off either the cat, the opposing Demona, or the opposing Hades. You probably want to pick the Hades because he has the most lore. And then if you value the damage manipulation, you take the cat. Otherwise, you could hit the other Demona because it will ready next turn. So we'll gain 2 more lore. Yeah. So that's all the way up to 15. And yep, we quest with the Diablo all the way up to 16. Aiden might have a chance here. What do we have? I don't think Zan has any instant lore in his deck. Zan could quest up to 19 on his own, so he will have to address this board. Ooh, and
yeah,
Rafiki.
I think there is no. I think there is no instant lore. At least I don't see any. Nope.
So the Hades can obviously answer the shark. Your 2 Demonas on board can answer the other 2 Demonas. This Ursula, though, is a problem too, right? If this Ursula boosts, it's going to have 3 lore on it.
3 lore, yes. You need to get rid of...
Oh, Into the Unknown. That's good.
Yeah, that's...
The thing is, too, though, this is tricky. Like, you have to answer this shark, because if this shark sticks around, he's going to challenge, get the next stop Olympus, and then he'll just cycle through till he beats you.
Hello, Zelda. It's the first game that we are on.
Yeah, game 1. Hey, Zelda, good to see you. Yeah, so Aiden's got him in quite a pickle here. I thought this was looking really good for Zan, but Aiden's showing the power of that next stop Olympus. You have to get rid of so many characters. Both Demonas.
Yeah, you have to get
Ursula.
rid of both Demonas, Genie, because the Ursula.
You can only leave Shark around if he has nothing to challenge. If the Shark has something to challenge, that just ends the game right there.
But Shark will have something to challenge if you...
Yeah, if you challenge it with the Demonas, right? Because that's going to stick. So you could use your damage Demona. I think
you're kind of forced to get rid of the Shark. The point is that, you can even leave the Ursula, actually, because she quests for 3. And there is no instant lore to gain for, the Shark, but that's all.
I think here's what Zan needs to do. I think he needs to, so he has 10 ink. He spent 1 on the book, so he has 9 left. You ink 1, you get to 10. You spend 7 on the Hades. Hades hits the
But you can also play the line Elsa plus Into the Unknown if you want to. I mean, you can actually do this without Hades if you
True.
want. You can
Yeah,
sing if you want to. You can play Ursula, sorry, Elsa. The point is, Elsa, she can also hit Genie, and like this, you
that's
hit
true.
Genie with Elsa, and you ink with you hard cast, I think, the Into the Unknown
Yeah.
on Shark or on Ursula, as you prefer. I mean, I think Shark is worse. You should ink the Shark, and you leave the Ursula probably.
I think the Ursula technically doesn't get you there if you clear the rest of the board, which you can do. So I think you Elsa, you knock down Shark, and then you cast Into the Unknown on Shark. Elsa finishes off Genie. Each Demona
Yeah,
takes out a counterpart.
yeah,
Other
that's
Demona
it.
takes out Diablo, and that leaves Aiden with nothing in hand. Yes, he can boost the Ursula to go to 19, but then Zan would just counter
I think
win.
you don't play Hades here, actually. I think he doesn't. I mean, Zan, I think he doesn't have enough ink to play Hades and plus Ursula and stuff. I think he will play probably. Why do I keep calling her Ursula? It's Elsa. I'm sorry, yeah, Elsa. And I think it will be Elsa plus Into the Unknown here.
I think I like that line. The Hades is nice, but the Elsa will let you clear the entire board other than the Ursula.
The point is, Genie is also annoying. Like, what do
Yeah.
you do with Genie? If no Elsa, you have to ink him. I don't know. Do we have 10 inks?
So if he spent 5 on Elsa plus the 1 for the guidebook,
Yeah.
that was 6. So he has 4 currently, and he hasn't inked this turn, so he could get all the way up to 5.
Yeah, no, Hades was too expensive here.
Yeah.
It was too expensive because you wanted to get rid of the Genie to, and if you play Hades plus Into the Unknown, yeah, I think that you don't get rid of something
Yeah.
because
And you needed the rush from the Elsa. Hades couldn't attack this turn.
yeah, that's it. That's it. I think you needed the rush.
So now the Demonas
Yeah.
probably take themselves out, but they'll stick around, and then you send the damaged Demona into the Diablo,
Mm-hmm.
which will give
Yeah.
us a draw. But I don't think Aiden has any instant lore in his deck too,
I
other than like
think
a shark trick or
I think no, just Shark plus something. I mean, Shark plus an action card. I don't even know how many action cards do we have left because we already played 2, I think. Yeah, we have 2 left, I think.
All right. So there's the first
If they were not
Demona.
changed.
Here's the second Demona. So, and then this will pick off the Diablo. So, in order for Aiden to steal this turn, if he draws Shark action, he can Shark action boost
Yeah.
win. He needs that exact line.
I'm not sure
Oh,
that
there's
he
the
has enough
action.
ink. I'm not sure that he has enough ink here.
He will, because he
play
can
Shark
play. He
plus
can play
action.
the Olympus for free. So if he top decks Shark,
Ah,
he can
okay,
Shark
yeah, that's
boost,
true.
cast Olympus. That's the game. So he needs Maui Shark right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Well, this got way closer. Can
Yeah,
he
it's
get the
true that
Shark?
he can
Oh,
play
it's a
for
red
free.
card, but that's not going to do it. We'll go
No,
ahead and boost.
it's not a
Quest,
shark.
get to 3. Oh, wait, does this
Yeah.
work? Can we challenge? Oh, we can. That's right. We get a lore from the challenge. It didn't matter. We had it. Holy moly, Aiden steals it.
Oh my
Next
god.
stop, Olympus. You better believe that's the next stop on the train. Seeing 3 of those, that card absolutely came in clutch. As Aiden, I thought he was behind, and he stole that one. Way to go, dude. Well done.
Yeah, what a game, really. Like, what a game.
That was crazy.
There are people supporting Aiden in the chat.
A lot of the hometown fans, but yeah, why wouldn't you be? Dude, the 3
Yeah.
next stop Olympuses, that card just, oh man, put in work.
Yeah, the card
in
is
work.
so spicy, really, and so, like, so useful here. Wow.
I'm going to.
Oh yeah, that's true that you gain the quest point, the lore point from the challenge. Oh my god. Was it possible? No, it wasn't possible to get rid of the Ursula anyways. I'm just trying to think if there was a way. But the point is that if Ursula was taken down and not the shark, it would have been the same, I think.
Yeah. I don't know if Zan could have actually gotten it. I mean, he tried. He manipulated that best he could. But real quick on screen, I am showing the deck list. this will just be very brief because we have to get right back to the match. But
Yeah.
in case you're joining us late, I appreciate you. My name is Rudrose. I'll be casting this. I got Queen TCG helping me out. Thank you so much, Queen. I really appreciate it. And I've been sick lately, so I apologize if I sound bad. Please let us know if there are any tech issues. You can't hear or see anything visually. There's Zan's list. I put up Aiden's, and let me get the matches back on the screen.
Yeah, so yeah. No, the Ink Runner is a curious card to see in Zan's deck. No, but what a game, really.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of believed in red purple because
You did,
because
yeah. I know you've been
so many
it.
threats. I'm in so many threats for purple to take down.
And that lore
It's
matters, right? Like you
difficult.
can see all that 2 lore, and then you've got that little instant lore with the next stop Olympus. Like, holy moly! I mean, that was just a perfect
Yeah.
sequence. That boost for 3, showing you the power Ursula, ready, challenge in, get that instant lore. Like, oh man.
Yeah, it was just too good. I think the little Diablo really helped, actually.
Yes. Yeah, that extra card draw, that was nice.
Yeah, the extra card draw. No.
Yeah, and Zan was on the play. He went first, so he's gonna go first again unless for some reason he decides to go second. I don't know why you would do that, but
No, I don't think he'll decide to go second, but yeah. No, and I think also that if Aiden is on the play, and even if he loses this one, he will be on the play during the third one. I think the deck is just kind of stronger.
Yeah.
If it's on the play, the matchup.
I have felt this in person. Sometimes this Blurple can just feel very, very slow against this Ruby Amethyst. How quick it goes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't play Blurple this like set 10. But yeah, I can believe it because I did play against Blurple. Even though I think that now, I mean, Zan's version doesn't really break. We don't have too many uninkables, if I'm not mistaken. Just
give us a
checking.
second. They're doing a little judge call in the. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think they had something like that Dumbo was accidentally drawn when it wasn't supposed to be, but so they're resolving that currently while we're waiting for that to go. Reflecting on that turn from Aiden too, like he got so much kind of just incidental lore. Both of the Demonas are frozen because Zan plays his own Demona, fills his hand to 3, but be able to put the shark out, double Olympus, which not only gives you lore from the Demonas challenging that shark lore, that wayfinding always sneaks up on you, and suddenly you've got 4 lore kind of out of nothing. Like, holy moly!
Yeah, exactly.
Aiden did that to me at a set championship. I was doing green steel discard, and he was doing red blue, and I had just completely mathed out like the shark stuff wrong. I was like, "No, this is fine," and it was like shark action, develop into vision, and then suddenly he's got like +6, +8 lore, and I'm like, "Well, wait a minute, I wasn't counting on all that."
Oh, yeah, that's just insane.
Shark is a beast.
Can you tell us more about Aiden in general? Like, do you know more about his family?
Yeah, his whole family
do
plays
his parents-
Lorcana. I've played with them all at set championships. I'm pretty sure his father Jared is with him there now as he's conducting the match. So yeah, he's a bright little kid, and he knows what he's doing. Like I said, do not take it easy on him just because he's a kid. Like he will put you through your paces. So.
Yeah, but really, I mean, kids are also smart. I mean, they are also people.
Oh, of course.
I don't know because some people think that kids are like not players or something like this, but I don't know. I never thought like this because like you can be smart at 10-year-old, like you can still be smart, and some people are also like mature, and some people just have a high IQ. Like so many cases in general that you can be a kid and sometimes you can be smarter than your parents, and
Yeah.
also I think if you're a kid you are more open to some, I don't know, your brain is less like it's more flexible maybe.
Yeah,
what's
I can
the
see
right
that.
word here? I mean,
Perhaps you're
We're-
more open to different
Yeah.
ideas because your brain hasn't been like formed by the world at that point yet, where I know XYZ. You're maybe this could be
yeah,
possible.
you can
Maybe
be
this could
more
possible.
creative. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
think like they think it's impossible, but like I think it's possible, and I think like a kid is more likely to have this state of mind than an adult.
And speaking of which, Aiden has a really nice curve out here. We have Diablo or Palace Guard, other Diablo 2, Cat on 3, Genie 4, Elsa 5. And Zan has double Genie. We do have the ramp and the Tipo. We even have the 1-drop in Basil, so decently solid on Zan's side. We never did get to see a Tamatoa come down last game.
Yeah, that's a nice curve, but yeah, Zan has ramp here, so yeah, it's not a bad hand for Zan here, I think, either.
So we'll go ahead and ink one of the guidebooks, put out Basil, and pass the turn. I don't love Hades is the only thing, because especially if Aiden goes for a really wide board, he'll probably just let the Hades eat up whatever card he wants as we give up Diablo and put out the Palace Guard. Actually drew into another Palace Guard. I wonder, there's an argument you could have gone for the triple 1-drop line, especially with just this Basil sitting there, but...
Yeah, Tipo, yeah, probably. Like, if you really want to go fast.
You know, I hate to give up a Genie off of this Tipo, but it is an uninkable, whereas if you give up, like, the Hades, then you risk if you draw into another uninkable, you'll have to ink that guidebook next turn. I guess you could always use it, but then you wouldn't be able to get your Genie out.
What about Hades? Do you really need Hades here?
I don't think it's a matter of whether he needs it. I think it's just, the inking
it's
situation.
An ink. Yeah. Like, it's an ink. Yeah.
Because, again, like you said, I don't know how good Hades will or won't be here. He's one of those cards that, like, until I see the turn he comes down, I'm never quite sure what he's going to do.
yeah, that's true.
We will ink a Palace Guard and go into the red
and
Diablo.
And we'll play the Diablo, yeah. I think Hades is a good card either, because, like, you can... either you draw and your opponent keeps their board, or you destroy their board. And if you are on the play and they have to give answers to your threats, like you get rid of a threat, you get rid of a huge body sometimes.
Yeah.
So, Hades is a good card, I think.
Well, ink one Cheshire Cat. We could go in on Sisu or another Cheshire Cat. Zan does have a good setup with the Basil Tipo combo. It means if we do quest with this red Diablo, the Basil Tipo can punish it, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, and also if you don't quest, like Elsa can come. I mean, Zan doesn't have her, but...
Yeah, but you're going into turn 5, right? If your opponent has that Elsa, that could punish you.
Yeah, that's it.
I wonder
if purple matchup.
The cat's damage manipulation here is good. I wonder if Sisu's the right call here. I don't know. Your opponent has 3 in hand, so she'd naturally have 4 strength. She'd have 2 lore, though. What would you do?
Wouldn't,
you do Sisu or you do cat?
I think I wouldn't play the cat, because the cat is easily taken down by Genie if there is an Elsa.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Whereas the Sisu, at least, if they wanted to do that same play, it would cost them the Genie.
Sisu, yeah. At least Sisu Genie is gone too. So yeah. Yeah.
Do we go in on the Hades? You bet you are. You bet we are. And Hades says, "Hey, let's make a deal." I'm assuming we're going to target the Sisu and say, "Would you like to banish this to the bottom of your deck?" And Aiden's like, "Nah, I'd rather keep my character." So Hades will be friends on a body for us.
His character, yeah. I think there are many situations when you really want to keep the character because you want to keep your board. You know that your purple opponent will draw anyway because it's purple, because they have best draw engines in the game. So,
as Basil does what he's finally meant to do, gives all his support to Tipo. Tipo is going to take out this red Diablo.
Yeah.
Does leave Basil up for a pretty easy counter with the Palace Guard, but then you can counter the guard as well with your Hades, so I'm sure Zan will be happy with that trade. Yeah, anytime Tipo can take down a character, I think you're very happy with that.
Yeah, definitely. Tipo is such a useless card once he's on board. Yeah. You really want to trade something with him.
Aiden's best bet is probably just going on Genie. Establish your own Genie. You can't counter the other Genie.
Yeah.
And your opponent has a lot of cards in hand right now, so Sisu hits pretty hard.
Yep. I'm just thinking what could be the best play here. Playing Genie is not good. If there is Elsa, but I think there is no choice. Yeah.
Palace Guard takes off Basil. Sisu's going to quest for 2. And Aiden still leading the lore race, as he's probably going to be in this match as well as if we get a game 3. This Ruby Amethyst puts on a lot of quick lore pressure.
Yeah, true. And even if you get rid of their board, I mean, the board of the Ruby Amethyst player in general, they can quickly put like some new board, and and the board quests a lot. All these genies and yeah.
We probably wouldn't mind an Into the Unknown at this point. Well, we got Dumbo instead.
Yeah.
We can't effectively challenge into the Sisu. We can challenge into the Palace Guard. But again, then if Aiden just quests out, he's all the way up to 10 lore next turn. He's halfway done.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we need to get rid of the Sisu?
I don't think you want to give up.
Let's see. Sisu's 4.
She's a 4/4.
4/4. Yeah,
so anything you run into her is going to trade. I do not think you want to trade Genie and Hades into the Sisu.
Yeah, probably you don't want to do this.
As much as it feels bad to leave her there, I think what you have to do is Hades picks off Palace Guard, and then you just quest with your own Genie.
Yeah, I think that's a play. I think he's hesitant because probably he's afraid of Sisu and he still wants to take her down. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think you're okay with that just because if Aiden... I'm sorry, you're saying if he were to challenge the Sisu. Yeah, I would say if Aiden counter challenges with Sisu, I'm sure Zan's like, oh, good, he's not questing, but...
Yeah, that's it. No, I don't think that he will challenge with Sisu. I don't know, like Hades quest for 1. Do you really want to? I don't know. Really, yeah. It's hard here because you can actually choose the trading line for Aiden because he has Elsa and the cat. So these are like control cards. You can actually trade, but do you want to trade?
Well, you know what you could do here too. If you play the Elsa, you exert one of the genies. And we're actually going to go in on the cat. I was going to say what you could do is the Elsa alone could have taken out a single genie with the use of Next Stop from Olympus because we can play it for free. Or sorry, it's 5 strength, not 5 cost. I always get that mixed up. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, but yeah, I think he's kind of choosing the trading line, not with Elsa, but with the cat.
Yeah. So we challenge.
What do we do
with
Sisu?
And then we did the boost.
Challenge?
Sisu's going to quest, yeah. Aiden wants to keep that lore pressure on. The Hades isn't really a threat. It can't even take out the Sisu by itself. If he foolishly challenges it and it somehow survives, you're just leaving damage around for the cat. So not a
it's
good...
such a difficult deck to play. It's such a difficult deck to play. You have so many options. It has always been like this with red purple.
And this is the tough part for Blurple in this matchup is these middle turns before you get to your big blue Hades. You get to those cards that can just instantly knock other cards out. Like, what do you do here? You play purple Hades, target Sisu, cat, genie, whatever. He can just say, nah, you can have more cards, and that's basically all your ink.
I think that will be the case. I think Aiden really wants to keep his board here. There is probably something to do with the cat, actually. I mean, for Zan, probably you can attack something like the genie, and then you move the damage.
Let's see if he plays cat.
Probably the cat.
He'd have to ink something.
So 6 inks for Zan. Yeah, you have to ink something.
The problem is even if he plays, so he'd have to move the damage from Hades first. There's no way Hades can challenge Sisu before then without just getting banished by the Sisu because their attack's too strong. Okay, well, you've got your blue Hades essentially ready for the next turn.
Blue Hades is here,
I think you have to take that. I don't think you can take Demona in this situation. You need spot
Yeah,
removal.
I think you want your... Yeah, because also, like... Yeah, I'm thinking because Dumbo... Do you ink the Hades? The purple Hades, I mean?
I
think you ink the purple Hades and you keep Dumbo, and that will be a draw engine if you need one, and you also have the object.
If you want to get this lore off the board, you may be forced to go into the cat play. Yeah, cat, you move 1 damage over, and then you send the Hades.
I think that will be this. You can also the genie. I think the genie is better because, you transfer the damage from one genie to another.
Yeah, turnabout is fair play. Zan said, "Hey, you did this to me last turn. I'm gonna do the same thing to you." And it does
Yeah,
leave
yeah,
you
yeah.
with the evasive character on the board. Now we do have the Elsa, so we can do Elsa, Genie, Cat move again next turn.
I think Genie was low-key worse than Sisu because she's evasive.
Yeah.
And Sisu is also, she's only a 3/4 here, I think.
Yeah, she's currently a 3/4. We do leave our
So she
Hades up.
quests the...
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
interesting. Lumiere's
Hmm.
nice. It still doesn't allow Elsa to one-shot the Genie, so we're still going to have to do Elsa boost, but we can't, right? We don't have the ink for it. It's 5 for the Elsa, then you would need another 2 to boost, so you couldn't do it this turn.
No.
And he has a cat sitting there too, so it's like you can't really go in on that because then he'll just move the damage back over himself. You probably
No, I think
you
you
could
have
get rid
to
of the cat.
wait. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think he wants to get rid of the cat.
Although
The cat is really annoying, guys.
you have to
We
send both
inked in
in
here.
because Sisu can't do it alone anymore. Sisu only hits for 3, so you would have to send in both
Yeah.
your cat and the Sisu.
Aye. You can also send Elsa, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you can send Elsa.
Yeah, send Elsa and your
I think
cat.
it's better to send Elsa because, yeah, like, the Sisu can quest for her too, and yeah.
Yeah, good eye. For some reason, I forgot Elsa could
Okay.
attack this turn.
Elsa can definitely attack.
Up to 10.
Yeah, and Sisu will just quest for 2 because that's what she's here for.
Yeah, halfway there.
Sisu just quest for 2. I don't know how many lore points he got with Sisu.
Quite
6
a few.
probably.
Yeah, it's 4 or 6. So let's see. So Hades can obviously trade with Cat. Genie can finish off Elsa, and then maybe you just big Hades the Sisu. Other option is you could play out your own Elsa, but then you have to use multiple cards to challenge the Sisu. Like, I think your cleanest option is blue Hades on Sisu, Genie takes out Elsa, Hades takes off the cat, and then you could even ink, or if you wanted to first, pop the guidebook, and then that way you could still ink and then play the Hades, and then you'd get more cards in hand. Of course, that does raise the Sisu's power level, but you cares because you're just going to Hades it anyway.
Yeah, I think that's a play. I think you can just play the Hades here.
Ooh, gives it the Dumbo.
And it's kind of fun. Okay, so we ink the Dumbo.
It always pains me, Queen, to see an elephant go into the inkwell like that.
Yeah, so it's... Yeah, but I think that he doesn't need him here. I mean, he doesn't need this card draw here. Probably.
Yeah. Ooh, we have a shark boosted under the cat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting really tough for Aiden here. I think it will be for Zan because it's really difficult to come back here with only having 10 lore points. I mean, if he was at 17, it could have been doable.
Yeah, currently it's looking good for Zan. Last game, God, we saw so many Demonas, and of course we're seeing none this game.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I
Yeah.
was a little nervous that Zan gave up the Dumbo because that's card draw. Granted, I know he's got the book sitting there, but
Yeah, it's because of the book, I think.
still, the book is a one-time shot. That Dumbo is can keep getting you
The
draw after
number
draw
is
after
weird.
draw.
Yeah, it's just a machine, yeah.
So let's see. You can Elsa the cat, send Cat and Hades into, Elsa and Hades into Cat. Genie can take out Diablo, so you can clear the board this turn. It'll give Aiden 1 card draw, and then
Yep.
you still can draw
Yeah.
with your book. See what else that gives you. There's also an argument. It seems like overkill, Queen. You just Hades the Diablo and cut off his card draw.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
Decides not to do that. Says no. Let's
No,
just get the cat.
no.
But
No, just the cat. Yeah, the cat could be really dangerous. I mean, with all this damage moving, you really don't want to have the cat.
yeah, there is an argument here that you actually ignore the Diablo and you just quest for 4. You're putting on the
You can
lore
do
pressure,
that.
and you don't give him that extra card to potentially find an answer out of it.
Yeah, you can actually do this because Diablo would just like have to suicide probably.
Yeah.
Because Aiden really needs cards here.
Yeah, Aiden can't just let his opponent sit here with 6 lore on board, so unless he draws into like a Demona, you're right, he might be forced to just run the Diablo in anyway.
Yeah, I think probably that's what will happen. Yeah, I think you just quest here. I agree with you. I mean, for Zan, you just quest. Because why not?
Yeah, I picture Hades, the Lord of the Underworld, over his cauldron, and Diablo next turn is just gonna like, "Rah!" and like smack him in the temple. Be like, what was that? Zan
Yeah,
agrees with
yeah,
us. He actually gives
that's
up another book. I'm a little nervous. He keeps giving up this card draw, but hey, he knows what he's doing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
yep, there goes
The
Diablo.
Hercules. Yeah, that's what I said. That yeah, he had to sacrifice his Diablo. Okay, so the horseman can get rid of the genie.
Genie. That's the
Yeah.
only thing it can do, but it does slow him down. The other option is you set up Hercules, but Hercules on his own can't even take out Hades. So the point
Yeah,
of
no,
Hercules would
Hercules
be,
does nothing. I don't
yeah.
know.
What you could do, it's a bit of a risk. You set up the Hercules. Next turn, assuming they both live, you use the Horseman. It banishes Genie. It buffs the Hercules. Then the Hercules can one-shot the Hades, and you do the Olympus to get the other one. But you and I know, hey, Elsa's sitting here, so this Hercules isn't going to be long. If
Yeah, yeah, true. I know it's the horseman here. I
yeah,
really love these cards. I mean, the horseman, all this universe.
yeah,
It's so cool that they decided to add them.
absolutely, yeah. The card art looks so good. Aiden can go up to 15 next turn if both these characters stick around, but with both Elsa and Into the Unknown, probably not going to happen. Yeah, you do want to take out this Hercules too on your own
Yeah,
terms. That way they can't start picking off cards with it.
yeah. I think you exert Hercules and you banish
Mhm.
him with Hades. Yeah, no, I think this one will be for Zan,
Oh, and
and
we're
we'll
gonna
have this
boost. We have
this
just
third one.
enough. Yeah, we had just enough by inking the Into the Unknown boost, clear the board. This is looking
Yeah.
mighty good for Zan right now. Granted, he has nothing in hand, but neither does Aiden, and Zan's got 4 characters on the board.
Yeah, the board is just too
Oof,
powerful.
Lumiere off the top. Queen, is there anything
Oh
that feels
no.
as bad when you have no cards, no board, and you top deck like those
Oh
low cost characters?
no, like yeah. Like Palace Guard is worse probably. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Aiden scoops it up as just realizing there's no way
Yeah, and
he's going to
we'll
come
have
back
this
into that
third
one.
one. Yeah, and Aiden will finally be on the play.
Yes. This is going to be really tricky for Zan to pull off there. Yeah, he lost going first game 1, won going first game 2. Now game 3, he's got a face going second for the first time against, and we've seen how much lore this Ruby Amethyst deck can accumulate very, very quickly.
Many people say that if you are on the draw, you'd better win the first one because it will be really tough to win the third one.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Throw up the deck
Because
list
like the
again really quick.
first one,
Go ahead. You can keep talking.
yeah. Yeah, I mean just the first one. If your opponent doesn't know what you are playing, what you run in your deck, probably you can kind of surprise them, and probably that's what happened to Zan here. I mean, probably he didn't expect the Olympus.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I didn't
I don't
expect it,
know.
so I get it.
Anyway, it was difficult anyways, I mean, to get rid of the whole board, but maybe just the all these Olympus cards. I think they won the first game for Aiden.
Speaking of which, looks like we just got raided by Lorganes.
Yeah,
Hey, welcome. You're all just in time to
hello.
catch the third game of this LCCC competition. Oh, I need to get you back, Queen. There we go.
Yeah, we have Zan against Aiden. Well, it's in the description, but whatever. Uh, we are being asked to see Zan's deck real quick.
Oh, I just put it up. Hold on. Uh,
Yeah, players are doing their mulligan.
yeah, 1 second. There we go. There's Zan's deck. Show it on the screen really quick.
Yeah. Yeah, Ink Runner as an interesting card. Demones.
There we go. Okay.
So
And we're
yeah.
back. All right. So Zan will be going second for this third and final game. Aiden will have his choice of going first, and he's got 2 Diablos. Looks like a pretty decent start for him. Zan does have the Basil once again, as well as some ramp. Genie with Into the Unknown. That's kind of interesting. It actually gives you a bit of some Early answer on your turn 4/5.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Because he hasn't really had the singer for that early before, but Genie being able to sing it is quite huge.
Yeah. I think here Aiden has a really good curve, so I guess he has good chances of winning
Absolutely.
this game.
He
Yeah.
could, even if he wanted to. So, like, let's say you do 1-drop on 1, Red Diablo on 2. If you save your other
Hmm.
1-drop on 3, you could go, like, let's say Palace Guard, other Diablo, and you'd have 4 characters on the board, which is quite nice.
Yeah, and I think it's good to go fast. Hmm. Okay.
Inks the Lumiere, puts out the
Yeah,
Palace
yeah,
Guard.
probably he wants to do this actually, like turn 2 Diablo, turn 3 Diablo plus Diablo.
Yeah. As we get our second Lumiere, he says, I don't need these candles, straight into the inkwell. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do. You could obviously always establish cap, but I think you just want to go as fast as possible
Like,
when you
I'm
go
not
first.
trading. Yeah, Aiden just says, I'm not trading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zan is set up for the Tipo play again with the boosted Basil, but again, just going
Mhm.
second, it's going to be so much slower because the Diablo will.
Yeah, red purple is just an aggro deck at that point.
Yeah, really, very much so. And it's got that extra top end to kind of help it get across the finish line.
And the small Diablo kind of helps with drawing cards because yeah, you need some draw engines, but you can always draw some genies.
You
That
can't.
will also do the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm assuming I don't see a judge pause, so I think Zan's just trying to decide what he wants to ink. Gives up the magical
Yeah.
maneuvers. We haven't seen that one come into play yet. Tipo's going to put another card into our inkwell. Maybe the Sync Runner?
Yeah, I don't really know because yeah, you will need to get rid of the evasives. I don't know if you
Yeah,
really
that's
want
a
to
good
ink
point.
this ink runner because if at some point there is a genie
Yeah.
on the board, what do you do with the genie?
Wow,
At the
he
moment, you
actually
don't have much.
he actually gives up the Into the Unknown. I thought maybe we
Mm-hmm.
would want to sing that with our 4 cost, but says nope. I don't want to risk
No.
that right now. As Aiden gets a great turn 4 there with the genie. And he's actually going to goes in on the cat. Huh. I thought maybe he would go in on the
Ah,
double Diablo, but
yeah, that's what I also thought, but no. I don't know why, because probably because the genie came and you think like I don't need this Joe so badly.
yeah, I guess the
Because
cat
yeah,
what it gives him too is next turn he'll have 4 ink, so instead of the genie, if he wanted to, he could do cat boost plus Diablo. But the only thing
yeah,
the cat's gonna have to boost, assuming we see the Basil Tipo play this turn, is it'll be able to take the 2 damage from Palace Guard and put it on either Genie or Demona, but maybe you're okay with that.
yeah, yeah, true, true.
Zan giving up the guidebook. He makes me
Yeah,
so nervous giving up all this card draw.
Jumbo and the book.
I
Yeah,
know. He says he knows I'll just draw into it when I need it.
yeah, but he also has the genie. I mean, to draw the cards. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
And he really doesn't want to ink the ink runner because he will eventually need to get rid of the evasives. He knows about his opponent's genies, like,
Yeah.
and I think have you already seen the ink runner somewhere inked?
In the very first
Yeah,
game, it was
probably the
inked, but
version.
yeah, but if
Yeah.
Aiden doesn't keep that in mind, we could have a surprise for this genie in the form of this Demona. Go, haha! You thought you were
Hmm.
safe, and actually, I'm gonna come in and bop you.
Yeah, yeah, true. We'll see. Yeah, so yeah, I guess we need to get rid of Basil because he's just very annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want him supporting an Elsa next turn.
No, no, you definitely don't want it. Yeah. Basil, he offers like value trades, and you don't want to give your opponent value trades here. The cat, well, the cat also in like quest.
That's
Yeah,
risky. Now, granted, I
yeah,
know he
that's
can't
very
see his hand
risky.
because we can Elsa next turn. Elsa pops the Palace Guard. Demona just takes out the cat, and then you lost all that boosted damage. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you that it was risky, but yeah,
I guess he's in his mind. He's thinking, well, if he drops Elsa anyway, Elsa alone
yeah.
can't take out the genie, so Elsa's gonna hit the cat. I
Hmm.
might as well get the lore out of it.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Hmm.
Which, of course, we have the perfect knowledge that Zan does have the Elsa, but yeah, sometimes you want to take that risk, right? And go, well, I'm just going to hope you don't have it, or I'm just going to, let's see if you have it. Make them have it sometimes, right?
Yeah, probably that's the point. But also, if you just play Elsa, what can you do?
Yeah.
Mm, you can just banish the cat, I think, as a soul, and
Well,
like,
so, and one thing we didn't mention on Zan's side, Zan unfortunately drew the uninkable Hades. So to play the Elsa this turn, he has to give up the Ink Runner. I don't know if he wants to
yeah,
do that.
that's the problem, and I don't think he wants to do this. And Elsa is actually quite useless this turn. I mean, what do you
Yeah.
want to do with her?
She can pop the Palace Guard is kind of the only thing.
But yeah, and
But is
that's
that
it.
worth
So
it?
you
Yeah, I don't
don't
know.
really want to play Elsa here. I think you probably want to play the genie, and yeah.
Yeah, you could play Genie. You go in
How many
on.
inks? Five? And no, Elsa is an ability only action
Oh
for
yeah, so I'm
collision.
not saying the Elsa like pops him on entry. I'm saying the
Yeah,
Elsa can rush in and challenge
no, she
the
can
Palace
just
Guard for
banish
2.
him because yeah, there are 2 damage
But yes,
points.
you are correct. Her ability itself will not do that. So we do give up the Ink Runner, ink the Genie. Demona
Yeah,
will take off the cat. Elsa will finish off the Palace Guard.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, he decided to sacrifice.
Yeah, I don't blame. Like it felt bad to do it, but he
Yeah,
kinda had to.
yeah, he had to.
Although, man, it would have been nice to keep that Ink Runner around.
No, yeah, but there isn't like yeah, he has 2 uninkables.
And he needs to
Yeah,
get to that 7 ink to play this Hades too. For
yeah.
Aiden's
That's
turn,
it.
let's see. Probably no. The what do you do
Diablo,
here?
Ursula. He has 5 inks potentially.
To
I don't
play the
really
Ursula,
know.
he would have to ink
Ursula.
either the action or the shark. But your
Yep.
other option is you just put out Diablo, and then you don't have enough
I
to put out
know
anything
you
else.
ink the action and you play Ursula probably.
You could also use the action if you really wanted to like challenge with Genie, action, ready him again. I don't think
Mm,
that's worth
I
it.
don't think I don't think that's what you want to
Yeah,
do. I think you probably ink the action and play Ursula because Diablo itself just it's a bit too weak.
yeah.
Because if there is another Elsa, it will be bad also. But yeah, if there is another Elsa, it's bad either way. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think I would ink the action and play Ursula probably still.
I think he is going to listen
Don't
to
know.
you. And yep, here comes the Ursula quest for 2 with the Genie.
Yeah,
And without
I
that
don't know
ink
if he
runner,
needs to. I don't know if he should listen to me because I'm really
Queen's
bad.
like, don't
I
listen to
mean,
me.
I haven't played Red Purple since set 8.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah. Well, I probably tried a little bit, like 1 or 2 games, and then I realized that I didn't want to play purple. So,
We get the magical maneuvers. I believe does this exert an opposing character and then it bounces one of your own back to your hand?
yeah, I think.
So that probably
Yeah,
doesn't
I
do a
think
whole
that's
lot
it.
for us here. Although I guess you
Okay,
could
what else?
replay the Elsa.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
Oh yeah,
You
looks like we're gonna do
can.
that.
hmm
Do we have enough to replay
Yeah.
the Elsa though? I don't think we have enough
No.
ink, do we? Yeah, we could do the Genie though. So maybe
No,
we're
we
just
don't
gonna do
have
Elsa for
7 ink.
ink.
Yeah, I don't think we have 7 ink, so no.
But it does let us clean out the Ursula. She's not evasive yet. She isn't evasive
hmm
till she boosts. So Demona takes that out, inks the Elsa, replays the
And the
Genie.
genie wants
Nice.
the board, and also like this, you block your opponent. I mean, because Aiden knows now that if he quests with genie, the genie will just be taken down for free.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we do here? We know that the shark will be the sharks or the Hades will be coming soon. Do we
Yeah. So
really
I don't know if
want
you want
to
to play
play
Shark
shark
out.
here? I don't think so. No.
And you'd also have to ink medallion weights, which medallion weights is a form of card draw and challenging, especially later in the game. So it might be right here to play both the weights and the Diablo and just hold that shark. The thing with shark is one, you and I know there's a Hades coming too. The shark doesn't even have any
Mm.
actions in the discard right now anyway, so shark isn't actually doing a ton for
Yeah,
us.
and there is also, even if there is no Hades, there is like potentially the Elsa plus into the unknown. So
Yeah.
I don't know, Shark is a good option here. But I think Aiden is starts.
lacking card draw here. He really needs to draw
He is.
because I think that's the problem when you have a lot of one drops and two drops and you play them later in the game. You
Mm-hmm.
might just like draw because if you keep drawing your one and two drops or just like the objects or something that doesn't give you more cards. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this object can give you more cards, but it will be you will have to sacrifice your suicide, your genies,
Yeah,
not to play what it may
absolutely.
either.
I honestly think his best bet here is you just play Diablo and the weights, and then
Yeah,
you just wait a turn. Because then, if Zan quests with the genie, you can activate the weights on your genie and go in and knock him out and get a card off of it.
yeah, but it's not like you don't really
It's
want
not
to do this.
great, but what else is he gonna do? Or
You
you go in
can
on the shark, and then you
you
have
can
just a
hope
Diablo in hand.
you can hope that Zan doesn't have a Hades, and because he only has two cards, I don't know.
Yeah. And questing with the genie here is a little risky. Like you'll get the two, but Zan's
No,
genie can just pop
it's
you.
it's it's not nice to quest, yeah, because like this genie, genie will just be taken down for free.
I
It's
like
not the
your
best
phrasing on
option.
that. You said it's not nice to quest. That's
No, it's
great.
not good here, really. I mean, in this situation, it's not. Yeah. Hmm.
It looks like he is gonna go in on the shark. We ink the
Yeah, I
weights.
think he tries to. I mean, like, probably he just hopes that there is no
Right,
Hades.
yeah.
Because if there is no Hades, it's a very good play. Because, like, this, you block your opponent. Zen cannot quest with Genie because it's, like, useless. Okay, yeah. So, also, by the way, yeah, here you quest with Genie and you just say, okay, if you want to banish my Genie, you do this, but then I banish your Genie with my Shark.
Mm-hmm. We do ink the
Yeah.
Demona. Don't want to give our opponent more cards in hand, and we do have the Dumbo. And yeah,
No,
there's
the
that
Hades
shark.
is here.
I feel like I
Yeah.
could sense the defeat in Aiden's hand there. Oh, this was looking so good for him. He had such a strong start. Okay, we do get Dumbo. Dumbo's not
Yeah.
bad.
I think
That's
he knew. I think he knew that like that it was like mm, Hades. Like yeah, he had to do this. I think.
we see Tamatoa, but no guidebooks to use, so he essentially would be a 6 cost do nothing. Whereas we can use our own Dumbo to trigger the genie, which I assume we'll probably do.
Hmm.
Yep. Genie will be
Yeah.
breaking records. We'll get a
Yeah.
lore,
Exactly.
draw a card. Ooh, even get Rafiki. Could jam it out if you really want to. It's a decent counter to Diablo.
Hmm.
And looks like
Yeah.
he might be going in on that. Yeah. Hades will quest for 2. And Zan is slowly starting to creep up to match Aiden's. The good news is Aiden was able to keep this Dumbo on board, so he is going to at least get one guaranteed draw off of it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that if he didn't quest with Genie, he could have drawn a card with Diablo, but he
Yeah.
never knew this. Like, you
Yeah.
cannot play around this because you don't know. You cannot play around your top deck that you will top deck this Diablo, or this Diablo, sorry. Yeah,
A lot of birds on the
Diablo.
board as, Iago comes down.
Yeah.
Diablo quest for 2. Nice thing about Iago is that Blurple doesn't really have any actions that can just, like, pop him for the illusion effect.
No,
So
and Into the Unknown is just like
that would have gotten rid of
whatever.
anything
I
anyway,
mean,
yeah.
like, yeah.
So we will get our own Dumbo trigger here.
Yeah, I think he will just like yeah, he will definitely will he? Will he trade?
He might. I
Yeah,
mean,
he
he's
has
got a
the
spare
second
Dumbo.
W, so
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Yeah, he
Ooh,
will.
that's interesting. Does that matter? I don't think that matters.
No.
No, because the Dumbo will banish, so you can have 2 to move. But I mean, Hades or Rafiki can already pick off the Diablo.
Yeah, yeah, true.
I think you just trade Dumbos. You drop your next Dumbo, and then you
Yeah,
have.
exactly. I think yeah, you just trade Dumbos, and yeah, the Rafiki takes down the Diablo, and then yeah, you just play another Dumbo, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you play Tamator, but I don't know why. Like,
Yeah,
what do you
and
do
there's no
with it?
items, so Tammy isn't really
Yeah,
doing
there's no
anything right now.
items. It's just a 4 or 5 that quest for 2,
So we will trade
whatever.
Dumbos.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Get rid of Diablo with Rafiki. I assume we're going to quest for 2 with this Hades. And then we can just set up our second Dumbo.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
does fall prey
That's
to
pretty good.
Iago, but still, hey, he's going to get his effects off first before... And yeah, we just go ahead and ink Tamatoa, realizing this card isn't doing anything for us right now. Aiden would
Yeah.
love to top deck something right now that lets him answer the Dumbo this turn, so Zan cannot claw back in via card advantage. And he gets... Okay, well, hey, maybe card advantage doesn't matter if you both have it.
Okay, yeah, I think he's forced to play
And actually,
this.
yeah, this will let you take out the Dumbo too, because it'll exert the board.
Yeah, true. But I am not even sure that it's that important to take down the Dumbo here because your opponent has a lot of cards anyways. This is game 3, yeah. Hello, Earl. Yeah, this is game 3 and it's 1-1. And yeah, Aiden was the
Hello,
winner of the first
welcome
one.
for those watching. Hey, Earl Meister, good to see you. Sorry, trying to keep an eye on the chat. And Rip Lungs is here as well. What's up, man? Yep, game 3. Aiden took game 1. Zan battled back in game 2, and they are in the middle of a slobber knocker in game 3, as we have just resolved a Demona exertion effect on Aiden's side. He has an Iago. Iago could pick off anything on this board other than the Hades. Zan does have some nice cards waiting in the wings, though, with both Into the Unknown and Elsa.
Yeah, but like, Zen always draws good cards with Aiden's Demona.
He does.
I mean,
yeah.
it's the second time. The first time we saw Elsa, Hades, and something, and now we see Elsa, Genie, and Into the Unknown.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of the advantage of the more control-y Blurple deck, right? Is that you're going to have those more top-end good cards to draw, so... Demona, definitely a bit of a double-edged sword in this matchup as we get rid of the cat. Don't care about the Dumbo. You said you already got extra
don't
card
care about the
draw.
Dumbo because, like, Zen has so many cards here anyways. Like, whatever.
And Aiden pretty smartly inking that Ursula, as much as I always hate to see that card go to the inkwell. This way, even if you were to like drop Elsa on your Demona, she will still ready because you only have 2 cards in hand next turn.
Yeah, true.
So if I'm Zan, there's an argument, if you really feel like this Iago needs to get off the field, and there's an argument you actually just send the Dumbo into it. I don't love that play, but...
You can also ink it with Into the Unknown, but do you really want to do it? I think no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Genie enters the board. Yeah, it's true that Aiden is a 12, so Zen has to control the board somehow because it's risky. But yeah, I think he has the tools to do this because there is Into the Unknown if you absolutely want to get rid of this Iago, or you can just trade with Dumbo because you have some. You don't have card draw, but like you can look it into your deck and
I mean, if you're willing to give up this Genie, you could send Genie and Elsa into the Iago.
You can ink. I think he will probably ink Demona here because just to get rid of her.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a 5/6 body, and it's
little
not
does
easy
Zan
to
know another Demona is coming next turn.
Yeah.
And yep,
Yeah,
Dumbo will clear off Iago.
Got rid of everything. I think clear board, clear mind. Maybe it was Zan who said this phrase, and maybe he decided to stick.
Well, and I've mentioned throughout these matches that like he's been willing to give up his own card draw, right? Well, he knows his opponent is running to Demona, so thinking, hey, maybe I don't need it as much as I normally would because
it's too expensive, I think, to play. I mean, you will just draw 2. Well, it's still good to draw 2.
Fully agree, rules of villainy. This match does need more Grimorums, especially with so many Demonas.
Yeah, I think it will be Demona again. I don't know, but yeah.
Demona hits, and Aiden did sequence it this time to get the full 3. In the past, he sequenced it so that he wouldn't have enough to cause her. But yeah, he would go up to 3 regardless. So
yeah. Okay, so what do we have? We have the Ursula, and what is it? No, it's not the Ursula.
I can't really tell what that middle card is. Is that
something else.
Is that Olympus?
Yeah, at first I thought it was Ursula. The cat and the Olympus.
So we'll develop our brain. Try to get just a little. Pick your Hades. What do you prefer? Probably the blue one because it's a guarantee.
Yeah, apparently it's Olympus 2 in the middle. That's what we have in the chat. Yeah, I think it's Olympus 2. What a flex.
Earlmeister saying, yeah, full board control makes the upcoming Demona useless. It's late game and it's now Blurple's territory. It's hard to come
Yeah,
back
that's
from here.
true. That's true. It's difficult to come back, but you still, well, you have to
I mean, he
hope
did in game
for
one.
something.
I know you didn't see game one,
Yeah,
but we thought
exactly.
he was toast there too, and he found a way. So
Yeah, exactly.
But this
I think
Hades will put a big
he-
damper on it, taking off a big 2-lore body.
Yeah, I think Aiden Loki bricked in the middle of the game because he only
Yeah.
drew something that was not very useful. Yeah.
Well, and I wonder if he had gone in on that, like the wide board strategy I had suggested, maybe he would have enough lore that would have made a difference. Obviously, no way to know for sure, but as the Cheshire Cat will come down, I'm assuming Genie's going to come down as well.
Yeah, but I think Earl is completely right here that like Blurple has too many removals now and too many inks.
Now this
So
Hercules
King is here.
He can take out Hades with the use of Olympus, but that's about it. He can't touch these genies, and Zan and Aiden needs to get rid of so many cards. Be prepared.
Yeah, it's like it's so over. Yeah, you can only take out 3 lore from here, says Earl. It's GG. Yeah, it's true that I think it's
if he could challenge these genies, he could have Hercules could do some work with these Olympuses, but
yeah, the problem is that Hades stays, Basil stays, and it's already 3.
Next stop, Olympus. Ready up.
Yeah. Okay.
We use the boost to send the Basil pack in. Next stop, Olympus again. So Hercules, very thematic, right? Very movie thematic. Hercules goes in and just beats up Hades twice in a row. So Aiden gets the thematic victory there at the end, but Zan Syad is going to take it. Congratulations to him. Wins it on the draw and will take this match 2-1. Well done, Zan. Well done.
Well done, yeah. Well done, Aiden, too, because the first one was just beautiful. Atlantine says that Red Purple into Blurple is a horrible matchup.
I don't know. I've seen it be pretty successful, at least what I've been doing, but maybe that was just me.
I think it, yeah, you also need to be a really good Blurple player, but yeah, I guess Zan is one.
All right, we're gonna jump in for a few interviews. Let me get the background set up. If you want to go ahead and jump in there, let's see.
Yeah, I guess I will mute myself.
I'll mute you in the video, so just jump into Discord and it should be fine.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, I think we are in here. Hello, everyone. Can you hear us?
The players will be here shortly.
Oh, players aren't here yet. That's fine. Ellie can hear us. Ellie, great job judging. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that with us. While they're doing that, for those watching at home, I'll go ahead and show their deck lists on screen again. I'll move her over here. So there we go. You can see Zan's deck list. Excellent. And I see Zan, and it looks like they are in here. Hello. Gentlemen, can you hear us?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Aiden/Jared, are you there?
Yep.
Excellent. Hey, well, congratulations up front to Zan. Heck of a match. And way to go, boys. You guys put on a slobber knocker. We kind of thought Blurple maybe was favored in those late games, but Aiden, you were able to pull it back in game 1. That was awesome. Zan obviously finds it there at the end. Zan, first question I want to start with for you. You inked a lot of your own card draw, whether it was guidebooks or Dumbos, and did the fact that Aiden is playing a Demona have any influence on you for that, or was it more you just trusted that you were going to find more card draw if you got rid of it?
I needed to play around Demona. And yeah, that was exactly the reason why I was inking a lot of the card draw in the matchup. You really if they stumble, you need to capitalize with card draw. But if they don't stumble, then you need to be able to just keep answering every threat they play, because um anything can run away with the game. I was really scared of that Ursula, and the top
Yeah.
deck magical maneuvers really swung the game in my favor, and that Demona was just taking out
Yeah.
bangers, right? It took out Cheshire Cat, it took out Ursula. Those two games, those two cards could have just easily taken over the game. So yeah, the deck definitely bailed me out of some of those tough situations.
Turns out a 4-drop that hits as a 6/6 is pretty darn good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who knew?
It has a downside,
Yeah,
but
obviously it's got the Stone by Day. And we saw that, especially in, I think, was it game one I think it was game
Yep.
one where you were using your Ursula, or not your Ursula, your Demonas to freeze his Demonas that were then sideways. Like it's very interesting to watch that card in effect and how it kind of just swings back and forth.
yeah, I honestly didn't realize in game one my opponent Aiden was playing the Hercules untap effect, unexert effect, and so that really threw me for a loop. And then, of course, it ended up being my demise as the third copy came off the top, and it was so brutal. I wasn't willing to play around any more copies of that card, and it definitely carried that game. But yeah, usually Stone by Night, whatever that effect is called, um, the last person to play the Demona is the ultimate winner,
Yeah.
because they get to unexert theirs and take over the game.
Makes total sense. Aiden, my man, the STL local, I'm going to throw it over to you, sir. Let's talk about that, what is it, Next Stop Olympus, and just how much it showed up in that match. Not only did you get the shark lure off of it, unexerting your Demonas, then they get extra lure for challenging in, which puts you at that perfect 16 to be able to do the Ursula boost into the Next Stop Olympus to get that final lure. Like, dude, that card just showed up huge. Tell me about that card, and also it's good to see you again.
Yeah, I really like the card. I feel like even if you're playing it without the sharks, I still think it's like a keeper in the deck no matter what. Like, it really fits like everything. It's instant lore basically.
Yeah.
Like, as you can see, I got it off that Diablo, boosted the Ursula to barely sneak that game away. That's basically what this card is kind of for. Like, surprise game lore. The shark is also very fun to do. So you can just shark next up Olympus, like, just gain a million lore while challenging.
Have you gotten to do that, just out of curiosity? Have you gotten to do that like chain combo with the shark where you just boom, 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 boom over and over again?
Not on stream, but I have done it at home. It's very
Nice.
fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, these cards, they are just like, yeah, they're so great. And yeah, it's a spicy deck, and it's nice for us and for the viewers to look at this. It's like a breath of a fresh air, like you see something new, and it's so cool, really.
Absolutely. So,
I
go
have a
ahead, Queen.
question for Zan also.
Yes.
Yeah, Zan, could you please tell us more about your object, about your item, sorry, Ink Runner? Like
Yeah.
only one copy, and like I also remember that the third game, I think during the third game you had to ink it, and it was a difficult decision for you.
Yeah, it was basically I was thinking about all of the evasives that Aiden plays. I mean, there's Ursula and Shark, so Ink Runner is a priority, right? And so when I drew that Hades that turn, it forced me to ink that card, because if I took another line, I got punished so heavily, because my Demona doesn't unexert, right? So it was brutal. Like when I drew that Hades, I thought that was the moment my deck decided that I was gonna lose this game,
Yeah.
and then it brought it back. Yeah, that was like a really key moment. Definitely
Yeah, the
great observation.
magical maneuvers, I guess that's what helped you
Yes.
win the game.
Yes, I thought I was gonna have to deal with it after the fact, but I'm glad that I got to deal with it before it gained evasive, and yeah, it was just yeah, it was super. The magical maneuvers was really clutch, just like the heroic card was clutch for Aiden.
Yeah.
Magical maneuvers was clutch for me. It was like all those, sneaky cards that were the were the difference makers.
Speaking of the magical maneuvers, are there any particular combos you like using with that card? Obviously, it's flexible and can adapt to multiple situations, but is it like, hey, I particularly like bouncing my own Hades to just replay him again, or I didn't know if you have any favorites?
So when you play in a tournament like this, you're playing against really great players, and if you play stock deck list, I feel like it puts you at a disadvantage. And so I like to play cards that have high they have high
Potential?
they have high potential, but they can swing games from a spot that no other card could. A great example of that card is Hidden Cove,
Yeah.
right? It just created a completely different game for Green Steel. And so I'm always thinking, okay, if I was to play in a smaller tournament where it's like 16 people, what would I do in that tournament? And so the answer is always different when I'm going to play in a 2,000 person tournament or a 4,000 person tournament or 16 people tournament, a person tournament. It like my card choices really end up changing because people are paying more closer attention to your deck list and how to beat it. Especially we can change every single round. I didn't really take opportunity after my first change. I just kept my deck list exactly the same. Um, but I definitely plan to switch it up in whatever the next phase of the tournament is.
Nice. Very nice. Queen, did you have any more questions for him?
Yeah, I think that's all for me. I mean, yeah, like you mentioned all the cards I think that I wanted to talk about, so I think that's it.
Well, I've got one last one for Aiden then. All right, Aiden, question for you. What is your favorite card from this new set, Whispers in the Well?
Okay, this one's tough. There's like so many good cards ran in my deck.
Yeah. You can give me your top 3 if you prefer, if that's easier.
Just like favorite, like as in good favorite, or
I'll let you
like
pick.
just
Like, it can even be, hey, it's not even that great, but I just like the card.
Yeah, or just the art maybe.
Yeah, it's whatever you prefer. It's your
I definitely
answer.
like the Next Up Olympus Enchanted art. Like one
Yeah,
of my
we
favorites.
couldn't tell what that was at first because I'm not used to seeing that art. I was like, oh, what is that card? Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what,
I
we'll limit
definitely
it to
like.
your deck. So out of your decks, out of these new cards, you have the Diablo, the Hercules, the Ursula, the Horseman, the Demona. Out of all those, which one do you think is your favorite?
I really like the Demona effect, where you could like do all these like exert, like you can just Demona into Next Up Olympus with the shark out, and then you can
Yeah,
just start clearing their board that way.
that's cool. Oh, I'd love to see that on stream sometime. Excellent. Aiden, did you have anything else you wanted to
that's
say?
just so cool.
I mean, like I like all the set 10 cards in my deck.
Nice.
Like I like Head Swordsman, the Diablo, like that 2-cost Diablo is amazing.
Yeah.
Just hate it when when the Blurple player opens up with Basil
Tipo. Yeah,
Tipo
Zan was making that. He was putting that through the paces.
Yeah, very well played.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate. Queen, is there anything else you wanted to ask? Oh, sorry, Aiden, didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, it's fine. I really liked when he inked that ink runner. I was like, yes, do that more often.
Yeah. My evasives.
Were you afraid that like probably Zen had more ink runners in his deck?
Yeah, I was starting to think like, wait, did he just put in a second? Because I'm like, I'm not used to people inking their ink runners. I was kind of expecting like Fire Cat, ink runner, Demona, give evasive to that, and just start all these random board wipe stuff, and I was just, I think I can really do.
Very good, very good. Queen, did you have any more questions for him?
I don't know. I just want to ask probably how do you feel about the addition of the Headless Horseman universe and also what do we pronounce it, like Tarim and the Cauldron?
Hero Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, it's this is the Sleepy Hollow, but also there is the other universe added to set 10. It's like Tarim and I don't know English actually because I know it in French. But it's like Elonwy. Do we call it like
Elanwi, yes.
the girl Elonwy? Yeah, the Elonwy, and also I guess we have the Cauldron too, the Cauldron card. Like, how do you both feel about these additions? Yeah, about this
Yeah, I
vibe,
never
let's say
used them,
so.
but they sound fine.
Zan, any
Okay,
input?
I
thank
mean,
you. Yeah, Zan, what do you think?
Sorry, what was the question again?
I was about the two universes added to Lorcana during set 10. I mean,
Oh,
the Sleepy Hollow and also Tarim and the
Oh, Black
Cauldron.
Cauldron,
I
yeah.
love it. I love it. Yeah, my favorite, one of my favorite sets from Magic was this set called Innistrad, and it had this card called
Yes.
Lingering Souls. That was one of my favorite cards, and this set really reminds me of like a very nostalgic Magic set that I absolutely love. So, ghost themed. Yeah, I just love it. Yeah. I mean, Lorcana is just on another level when it comes to themes and just it's only gonna get better. Like this is like just the start. And yeah, I love the universe.
Awesome.
Great addition.
Well, if you boys have anyone you want to
Okay,
shout out,
thank
feel
you.
free to give those out, and we'll get wrapped up here.
yeah, thanks to all the players. Thanks to the Pixelborn people for inviting me to this event. Uh, thank you to all the players that I played. Everybody, thanks my family for letting me participate in this event. Uh, I mean, thanks my friends at school, to our community, and that's really it.
Perfect. Well said, sir. Zan?
Uh, First off, thank you to you guys for commentating and uh, you know, uh, not making fun of some of my bad plays. And then
You'll have to watch it back. I may have been like, what is he doing? That's terrible.
yeah, I had one or two moments where I was like, oh, I should have inked this in this order.
When
Um,
when you play yellow green, it's actually difficult to make fun of blurple players because I mean I don't know what what like
Yellow
will
green is the
be
most
the
skill
best play.
intensive deck.
Yeah.
Dogs is actually the hardest deck for sure. Then yeah, of course, thank you to Pavel. I don't think like I've really enjoyed participating in this event from LCC 1 to 2 to 3. And then I definitely want to thank my sponsor, Rare Hunters. I don't think that I would be able to play in all these DLCs without them. Um, it really feels like I'm part of an amazing family that really helps each other take their game to the next level and make a lot of the financial stuff possible. And
Yeah, Alexander is
yeah,
an amazing person, and like your whole team is amazing.
thank you. Yeah, I mean, Alec, it starts with the leadership. Without the fantastic leadership that we have, Alex, the owner, he's just incredible. And then yeah, I want to say, thank you to my opponent, Aiden. He's, the next generation. Just absolutely played lights out. The thing that was really that really stood out to me in our match as opposed to other people that I play against. This doesn't happen that often, that he knew exactly how to close the game at the end of that game one. And it was so fast that usually I am thinking in my mind, oh, this is the way I could potentially lose. And then when he just flashed it on camera and saw the line that quickly, I was like, my God, this kid is next level. And so, yeah, I feel fortunate to have beaten him this time, but I feel like next time I might not be so fortunate.
Well, it was a heck of a matchup, and you both crushed it. So thank you both for playing. We really appreciate it. Thank you to Ellie for judging as well. Appreciate it. Queen TCG, big shout out to you. Any shout outs you want to give? We actually have another LCCC match going on right after this. It's Edmund Chu versus Sky. I'm going to try to raid into Riplung's channel because that'll be starting shortly. Queen, any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, to Pavel and also to the charities. I mean, I think it's also so important that Pavel decided to enhance this event, and the winner of this LCCC edition will be able to donate $5,000 to a charity of their choice. So maybe Aiden and Zan can also mention their charities.
Yeah, if you guys want to say them.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is to relieve some of the atrocity that's happening in Gaza. I mean, we've all seen what's happening online, so my heart goes out to the women and children. And yeah, thank you.
Aiden?
Yeah.
And then for Aiden, it's ABTA, the American Brain Tumor Association. Because like I said, we lost his grandfather a few years back to an aggressive form of brain cancer. And we do fundraisers locally every year as well, and we just like to support it any way we can.
Awesome. We really appreciate that from both of you. Excellent. Well, that will wrap it up for us. I am Rudrose TCG, joined by Queen TCG. Thanks again to our players and our judges. I'm going to try and raid us into Riplung's channel so you can catch more LCCC action about to happen right here. But congrats again to Zan for taking the match. And until next time, we will see all of you later.